What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today we're going to be talking about the little bit of update that we just got here on the JP version, and then actually it's going to swing me into a topic that I thought I'd cover later, probably on the 7th, or, you know, basically when Global gets Super Saiyan 4, but I thought, why not? Why don't we just combine this into one video, essentially? But first, I have to say, I found this guy as a friend. Oh my gosh, that cooler is beautiful. This is a beautiful cooler. Oh, I can only hope someday. I can only hope. I only have 2 dupes into my cooler, so it's a little sad though, because Cooler will not be in this banner. It is very, very unfortunate. And what do you mean? Well, Talon, what are you talking about? What do you mean he's not gonna be in this banner? Well, if you haven't looked at the news yet, the voting thing, the little I don't know, the Dokkan campaign thing, essentially, like look to the stars or wish to the stars, essentially, is when you translate it. Is out. The results are out. So if you don't know what this was, or maybe you were away while this was going on, basically there was a Twitter campaign to where we could vote on certain Dokkanfest characters once a day on Twitter, once a day on Facebook, so technically twice a day you could vote. And basically anyone that you see on this picture right here, you could vote for. Now, there were some obvious ones like, you know, Texel, Strength Brawly, Intel Gohan, things like that. It's like, why would you vote for them? They've given us 3 of them for free. Once when year 2 started, the year 2 celebration started, the year 2 celebration world tournament, if you beat it 5 times in a row or something like that. And then the 3rd time was for the, not the global, but the Gogeta, when Into Gogeta came around. So we've gotten those guys. It's kind of just like, why even go for them? Because the only one out of them that is still optimal on their respective teams right now is Frieza. Frieza's the only one that is still optimal. The other ones are not bad on the other teams, just there are better options, clearly, to run with those. So, and especially if you look at someone like Strength Brawly, with the fact that LR Brawly's out right now, there's almost no point in using him. So yeah. So anyway, so there was voting. It went on, and it continued until Monday, Japan time. And now the results are in, and we are gonna have the best banner ever. Oh wait, it's a sand fest. It's just like the sand that we had back in March, was it? Okay, now hang on. Before anyone grills me in the comments or anything like that, don't get me wrong. This is a really good banner. If you do not have any of these guys, if you're new or you haven't had the greatest of luck of pulling some of these guys, this is a great chance for you to get them. You know, perfect opportunity. The only thing though is I have to say, be very cautious. Be very cautious with this banner. And the reason I am saying that is for 2 things. A, the rates for the banner overall are going to be normal. We expect that out of any banner for the most part, and this is a double rates banner, then it goes higher. But I expect the rates to be, you know, fairly normal, what you'd expect. However, the rates for the individual characters themselves, the Dokkanfest exclusives that everyone wants, I have a feeling those are not going to be very good. I honestly don't. One case in point is when, or actually there's 2 cases in point. First one is when you look at the original God banner that we had back in November? Yeah, November of 2016. That had the normal rates like we expected and everything like that, but all those Dokkanfest characters, the rates were like 0.1%. The only other characters to really be that low are the LRs, basically, on their double rates banner. That's how low those are. So it was kind of an end. Now you might be looking at me and going, oh, come on, Talon, there's only going to be 7 of these guys on here now. They can't possibly keep the rates this low. Think about it though. This is Bandai. They love money. They don't care what happens. They love the fact that if you spend stones, you don't get what you want, you pay money or you don't get it, and so you keep playing the game, then they're going to continue to, they just rake in the money and everything like that. So this is literally going to be a Sandfest. We get Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Vegito Blue, this is the one I don't understand, Strength Gogeta, Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku, Rose, and then Super Vegito, okay? Now, I will say Super Saiyan 4, it makes sense. You know, both of them have only come back once. Goku came back in the Gogeta banner, and Vegeta came in the Super 17 banner. Makes sense. They've only been around once, and people want some extra chances to pull it. Totally understandable. Completely understand. Vegito Blue, I don't know why, to be honest. I mean, this guy's been out for a while. He came out with the Heroes banner way back when Rose and Vegito originally released. He came during the Trunks and Mert Zomas banner. He came in the Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 banner. He came in the Sand banner, I believe. If not, correct me on that. I'm not sure. I think he did, but I'm not 100% on that. So even if he didn't, he then came around in the Gogeta banner. Then he came around in the Gotenks banner. So I find tons of rainbow Vegito Blue friends. So I'm honestly really surprised this guy got in here. He's not bad. Again, he's not bad. Just kind of like, okay, a little puzzling to me. It's puzzling, to say the least. This is the one that just... Why? Gogeta, strength. Okay, now, again, before people grill me in the comments, Gogeta, yes, he is a beast on a strength team. If you have him to SA10, you have some dupes into him, and you gave him some abilities, then he's able to tank with the best of them, hit really hard and everything, the whole 9 yards. So I get that. I get why people like to use him on a strength team. I use him on a strength team too. I'm not going to deny that. I do. But he's been around for so long. I mean, if you don't have him, there are easily better cards. Because let's face it, if you, so let's say for example, you go into this banner, you pull Gogeta, you pull Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and I don't know, you pull Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku, okay? So you pull those 3, and you know, maybe you save some Elder Kais or something like that. You got some Elder Kais from the new little Whis gem things that we've gotten for a while, and then all of a sudden, and you're like, okay, who am I going to throw my, my Elder Kais at? You're not going to throw it at Gogeta, you're going to throw it at Super Saiyan 4, or you're going to throw it at Super Saiyan 3. Actually, honestly, throw it at Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 3, you can, you know, you can just take the free Tech Goku and feed him into to raise his super attack. So you throw it into Super Saiyan 4. Gogeta's strength, after the dupe system, yes, he is still relevant on a super strength team. But him by himself is not. And the problem, and the thing is that if you are using a Super Saiyan 4 team, so Super Saiyan 4 Goku one-shots everything. There's no, I mean, Gogeta, yes, again, is nice to have on there, but if you don't have him, it's not the end of the world. Goku does hit Gogeta's job and more, not to mention he gets free critical even if you don't have a dupe with him. So that's why strength's a little confusing to me personally. I have a feeling that maybe people thought it might be the Intel version, but last I checked, strength and Intel are vastly different colors. I'm part colorblind and I can even tell them apart, so that says something right there, so I'm not really sure, so yeah. Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he's been around, he's come back once, so this will be his second time? Yeah, he's come back around once. Next is Rose. I can kind of understand Rose, especially if what we get next is the new hero and villains banner, then Rose is definitely something you would still keep on a villains team, because he gives that +3 key, especially for JP, because we don't have the Goku Black buff, so I can kind of understand Rose. And Super Vegito, I understand. Yeah, he's been around for a long time. He's come around to a lot of banners, trust me. I can kind of see it, though. I can kind of see it, especially for newer players and everything like that. I understand that. Older players were probably looking at this going, huh? What? Why? Yeah, so anyway. So I get those. Strength Gogeta, though, baffled. It just blows my mind why that even is still in here. So I'm just glad we didn't have, like, Beerus, you know, in this list or something like that. I've been like, oh my gosh, whoever put that on, because let's face it, you don't use Beerus on a super tech team, so yeah. So anyway, so here are the 7 guys that we can go, we are able to pull for. Personally, I will not be pulling for them, but if you don't have any of these guys, then it's a definite yes, go for them. If you don't have any of the 120% leaders, yes, go for it. If you have everyone on here, even no dupes, maybe you want to throw a few stones out to get a dupe, but honestly, I wouldn't unless the character-specific rates themselves are good. If they are not, boom, don't even think about it. Don't. Save your stones, okay? And the reason I say save your stones is because it says down here that the login bonuses that we get every day during this little period of when this banner is up, we get 7 stones a day. That is really nice. So I guess if you want to, you can use a single, but I'm personally saving those stones because we don't know what's coming up after this banner. Now, this banner, of course, doesn't have a date for when this ends, but if it's based on the info from the website when we originally were voting, it goes until the 17th of July. And then Brawly Super Saiyan 3, the tech one that's going on around right now, he goes until the 21st. After that, both these banners are gone. So you have to wonder, is something new also going to be coming into the mix? And the reason I think that is I was actually talking to the Gaming Club about this because I originally thought to myself, okay, maybe something is going to come after these are done. So on the 21st, they are both going to end, and then we're going to get something completely new because the 120% leaders are done. They are completely done. But then as I was talking with him, I was like, okay, well, actually, You know, because he did make a point. He said, you know, there were a ton of banners around when Super Vegito came out and everything like that. And it is around that time that Super Vegito came out last year for us. So the big question now is, okay, well, maybe something will come in as well. And instead of spending on this banner that, yes, has these leaders, we don't know if there is going to be something new or not, whether it's an LR or it is the next meta or whatever it could potentially be, whatever new leader skill, hero, villain, or completely something totally different out of the ballpark kind of thing. So it's hard to say on that. So I would, again, be cautious before summoning on this banner. Maybe wait a little bit to see what kind of information. I don't see us getting any sales and stones and anything like that unless something new comes around. Then if you want to potentially throw it out this banner, if you don't want to throw it out the new banner or whatever, or maybe the new banner is just an LR and it's just kind of like forget it. A lot of people were saying yesterday to that, maybe that commercial that showed the new pose of Vegito, it could yes, just be, you know, propaganda and just trying to get us hyped for it essentially like that. Or it could be an LR. People are thinking it's going to be the super physical LR 90%. It better not. Vegito is my favorite character. Do not put him as an LR. As much as I would love to have him as an LR, he better be featured. Otherwise, I'm going to be pissed like no tomorrow. So, don't even do it. Let's start swinging. But yeah, so other than that, basically, just again, be cautious. If you don't have any of these guys, then yes, it can easily be a, well, duh, I should be summoning on this banner. But at least wait to see what the individual Dokkanfest featured character cards rates will be. Because if they are anything like the old God banners or even the LR Brawly, when LR Brawly was there or here and he was featured, it was 0.3% or something like that, which is usually, like on Brawly right now, it's about 0.7, 0.8, which is normal. But a 0.3 or lower, that is extremely hard to pull. So just be very, very cautious when it comes to this, okay? And then last to finish this up is with the fact that Global here is getting the Super Saiyan 4s, as I mentioned before. And then that made me think, okay, well, what banner should you be going for the next 6 months? Because right now, Global, you are entering the 120% era, essentially, okay? So you definitely want to be cautious when pulling on certain banners. The ones I'm going to recommend that you pull on that have good potential and can get you a lot of good things are going to be the Super Saiyan 4 banners right now, unless you're saving up for Physical Cooler, which I highly, highly recommend. If you pull Super Saiyan 4s early, save your stones. Do not try to go for dupes. They will come back and be a lot easier to get. And go for Cooler if you get the chance. So Cooler's the second one. And if you have the extra stones and you're able to buy them, then go for the physical banner and go get that Super Boo that is good for the extreme physical team because he's that 40% support character. You want that support character. I just honestly wish that those support characters were in every banner and not their type banner. That is so stupid, and I personally hate that. I know why they did it, but I still don't like it personally, okay? Next, I'm going to say skip Super 17, skip Intelligence Boo, skip any L or Gohan banner that comes. Just skip them all. Don't even go for them. I would honestly say skip the Sand banner, the one that has Mass Bardock and the Super Saiyan 3 Tech Angel Goku. Skip those unless the sales were as good as they were for JP. But the thing was, it was not a free multi for every 3, so do be cautious. It was some decent sales, but just be careful about that. But then the next banner I'm going to say to go for is the Gogeta Janemba banner. And the reason I say that is because it was a 3-for-1, so 3 multis, get 1 free. And that was also a time that Super Saiyan 4 came back. So if you pull Super Saiyan 4 now, then you can get your dupes that way. Same with Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Mass Bardock is not a Dokkanfest exclusive, so he can be on any banner basically. And then obviously the Villains banner is really good for getting the Janemba one, for getting Cooler again, and then getting Janemba if you have the chance to. Definitely go for those banners. Gotenks, I want to say yes, because Gotenks is a really great team. You know, the Super Physical is a great team and a fun team to go for. I wish I had a dupe for Gotenks, but I can understand why you wouldn't want to go for him, so potentially wait for that. He'll be coming back. Don't worry about that. So if you have to skip Gotenks, I'm actually going to say skip him as well, okay? This is coming from somebody who has gone through all the banners and the ones I picked and everything like that. Just skip the ones that I mentioned. Again, it's up to you, though. If you have all the money in the world and you're able to go for every single one, by all means, go ahead. But in the long run, I'd say Super Saiyan 4 banners, Cooler, Super Physical, or the All Physical banner to try and get the Super Boo if you can. Gogeta, Janemba banners, and then just, that's basically it. Oh yeah, I'd skip Super Saiyan 3 Tech Broly, obviously, because I'm skipping him, so yeah. So that's going to be my advice for Global there in terms of you're entering that 120% era. In terms of what we're on JP though, I'm going to say skip this banner unless you don't have any of them. If you have over half of what is featured here, then you're good to go. Don't summon on it. But again, for anyone, even if you are going to summon on it, no matter what, wait until we see what the individual rates for each character is going to be, okay? The overall rates for an SSR, yes, they're going to be around 8 to 9%. The rates, though, for those certain characters, this is Bandai. You know they're going to lower them probably. They did it with the God Banner, they did it with LR Broly and everything like that. Just wait and see what they do, okay? So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for sticking around. If you did, I realized it's about 15 minutes or so. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your comments down below about what you're going to be pulling if you're on Global. And if you're on JP, are you going to be pulling on this particular banner, the little banner for the voting one? Or are you going to be waiting to see what's around? I don't know what's coming up next. Hopefully within the next few days, we'll probably know. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you do happen to be new. It does always help as always. And until next time, everyone, I will see you in the next one.